man, it is hot. But summertime's here, and this is a time of the year that we love to grill. I know a lot of you do too. And today I'm going back old school, just the way we used to do these summertime cookouts, and it always involved barbecue chicken. Now I'm gonna show you the way that I learned how to do barbecue chicken many years ago. And I'm talking about the 70s when I was 19, 20 years old. This is the way me and all of my friends would do barbecue chicken. I've already got the charcoal lit, getting ready to prep some chicken, and we're gonna get it on here and get this underway. If I didn't mention it, I am using the Pits and Spits adjustable flat top grill. By far my favorite grill. I'll take this over any other grill any day because, as you can see, you got all of this cooking area, plus you got extra space here. You got all this adjustment up and down. You can dial this thing in anywhere you want it. You can also do low and slow barbecue with it. So now let me briefly explain the way I prepped this chicken. I did get my wife to help me, and she rubbed all these chicken pieces down with yellow mustard, just regular yellow mustard. Then she seasoned it with salt and pepper, and that's it. That's the only seasoning it gets. The barbecue sauce itself is going to add a lot of the flavor that you're going to experience from this chicken. Now what the mustard is for, it's not a binder. The mustard is strictly because these grates are real hot, and mustard will stop that from sticking when it first makes contact, or at least it helps on that. So I do have the grate all the way down because this is pretty hot. So we're going to go skin side down. You can hear that sizzle. You can tell it's hot. Get all these on here. Now this is dark meat. As you can see, that is thighs and drumsticks. That's our favorite. My wife likes chicken breast too, but I'm not much on chicken breast. Just never have been. All right, so I did raise this up a notch. And what I'm getting now is some flare-ups because the grease out of this chicken is coming out and it's really heating this fire up. So I'm making sure I keep it turned all the time. I'm already starting to get some color on this skin, as you can see here, but it's totally under control. Nothing's out of control. So we just want to keep cooking like this at this height. And I'm going to just keep flipping these pretty rapidly every few minutes. All right, I didn't show you on camera, but I did check the temperature of these, and they're about 160 degrees, real close to being actually safe to eat. But we got a lot longer to go. What I've done is I moved them over here to indirect side. We're going to keep the lid closed, and I did add a few more charcoal. It doesn't take long for charcoal to burn out when you're cooking with the lid open. So we're going to close it down, and I'm just going to monitor the fire here. I got it leveled out. Once everything gets good and hot, we'll be fine, but I'm just going to leave these here on indirect for probably another hour on indirect, and just let it go and go and go to where this meat really comes off the bone real easy. It's going to be succulent. So I'm going to go ahead and start applying sauce. While it's on the indirect side, we're just going to coat, flip, coat, flip. We're just going to really let this sauce bake in. And I might put them over here towards the end and get just a touch of char on there as I finish them off. But I'm using Smokehouse Bayou Barbecue Bayou sauce. This is my favorite barbecue sauce, hands down. Now I did add more charcoal to the pit earlier. It was getting a little low because I was cooking with the lid open the entire time. But we're fixing to close these up in here, and I'm shooting for about 300 to 325 to start baking this sauce in. Let this set on this side for a little while, then I'm going to flip them over and do the other side. All right, I had done sauce this other side since you seen me last. We're just going to flip them over and start all over again. This will probably get 4 or 5 coats of sauce before it's all said and done. I mean, technically, these look like they are ready to eat. I know they're up to a safe temp, but I like to carry mine beyond that. Oh yeah, here we go. We're getting a little caramelized barbecue sauce on there now. Get everything tucked back over here away from the heat. I might not even have to put these over direct heat. It looks like they're doing just fine on their own. So I'm just going to keep doing this, and I'm not going to show you every time I do it. To me, it always seems like it locks in the juices also on this chicken. It's not only going to be just extremely tender and come off the bone very good, but it's going to retain a lot of that juiciness, and that's another reason why I always go with dark meat. It just stays juicier, hands down. All right, let's close her up. Keep going. Smelling good. I've been going around 2.5 hours, and if you'll look right here, this temperature has already dropped below 200 degrees, and man, it's just coasting. It's not too hot to really dry them out. It's like keeping them on warm, really, and that will steadily just fall down. And my wife is making a potato salad, and she makes a really good one. We're having baked beans. We're having this chicken, just a good barbecue chicken dinner for summertime. Look at that goodness. I just coated them for the last time. This sauce is really thick on here. It's going to be sticky, delicious goodness. I'm already seeing the bone come through some of these drumsticks. These are ready to eat right now, but we're just going to leave them and let them go for at least another 30 to maybe 40 minutes, something like that, and it's going to be time to eat. That's the way I do it. I don't get in any hurry because I know just how good they are if you wait. All right, our fire is almost out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove all of these except for 2 of them. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and remove all but 1. And it's just to finish this video, give you a little taste. And I'll go back and get more a little later. So I'm going to wrap this up with foil. One thing about it, when you eat this kind of chicken, you better have you a roll of paper towels because you're going to need them. My wife's excellent potato salad, some baked beans, and there's the chicken. And the rest of it is right here in front of me. Like I said, the coals are almost out. That's just keeping it warm because we do have company coming over. So I'm going to go ahead and close this video by tasting some of this chicken. Now it is a little hot, so I'm going to let that cool off for just a second. Meantime, I'm digging into some of her potato salad here. She makes the best potato salad I've ever had. That's a meal to me right there. All right, let's get into this chicken. Now, I don't know if you can see that very well, but you see the juice. Some of you might have thought that I was drying that out. Not at all. But let me tell you, it comes right apart. Very tender. And that skin, a little bit of char. Fantastic. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you give this method a try. It's not much different. The biggest thing you do is kind of get it up to heat real quick, get your skin and everything, get some color on it without burning it. And once you get in that 160-degree range, move it to indirect and start basting with sauce. You baste it all the way through until you're eating about 185 internal, and that meat is guaranteed to come out super tender and juicy. I mean, look at that. Delicious. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm Russ Jones with Smoky Ribs BBQ.